Hey guys, it's the History Nerd, and we are back with another exciting episode of Victoria 2, Heart of Darkness, Italy. Let's get this show on the road. And, alright, well, we don't care about demand concessions against Wolof. Apparently, all we're gonna need to do is research state and government, which we've got. Perhaps not? Let's see. We got the call to union. With at least one of the following must be true: nationalism and imperialism. So, we've got one more of these things to research. Unfortunately, we're already researching empiricism. That's fine, because that'll give us research boosts. But after that, we'll go for nationalism and imperialism, and then, presumably, be able to form Italy right away, which is, of course, exciting. In the meantime, we're gonna continue to watch our infamy go down, basically, and then I think it's gonna be Luango, whatever it's gonna. These guys here with their wood, their iron, and their fruit. Because although Congo might be better, we would get more from Congo, but only wood and fruit. So I think actually Luango there. That's going to be the plan. Other than that, we just got to kind of sit back, watch that infamy go down, and hope that we don't wind up losing. Let's see. Sort by rank. Hope we don't lose out to the two Sicilies. I'd like to keep them down for as long as possible. And we should be working diplomatically on getting them into our sphere anyway. So that's okay. And Egypt, yeah, I'm thinking we'll dump it in Egypt. Because we don't really need them, and I doubt they'll be able to get the Suez back. So, yeah, I have a feeling France is going to wind up building the Suez Canal, so we can save some diplomatic points, and thank Egypt for all the fun they've been. In the meantime, we might as well, I mean, we could start looking out into the Far East here. Dynam, they got nobody really sucking up to them yet. But they don't produce opium, I don't think. Let's just, well, we'll keep time going. I'm wondering, crises, civilization, migration ranking, party loyalty, supply limit, sphere of influence, RGO output. Would that show us? If we zoom in close enough, basically what we need to do is just find somebody who's producing a crap ton of opium, and Siam would be a great pick, of course, but it looks like, so if we just select opium, we should be able to see all the opium producers: Yemen, Oman, Afghanistan, Persia, all places pretty much under the sphere of the Brits. Who are you at war with? You are France, so yeah. I'm guessing you're at war with France? Cambodia? At war with Siam? Either way, cheers to that. I don't think we'll be able to make any headway. We could try and do... I guess we could go Persia and Afghanistan. Try to pull them into our sphere. I don't know about that. I'm pretty certain the Brits would have something to say there. Population, we can pull them off of Piedmontian Amelia, I would guess. And we can go and start encouraging some more immigrants into Hispaniola. Why not? Let's get as many immigrants in as we can. Get them factories churning out factory things. Still nothing going on with the Commerce Raiders. That sucks. But it is what it is. Once we form Italy, I'm sure we'll be able to get the proper technologies. Oh, I guess the proper industries to keep them... Wow. Train of thought just left my head. We could get the proper industries to produce them. Are we even keeping it in Italian stuff? We probably should, if I think about it. Major discoverment of the establishment. Ooh. Really, it's just those two, and I don't think France has made any headway with Tuscany or the two Sicilies. I think those points are just sitting there, so we should be safe for now. And yeah, so basically, that's where we're at. Socialists. Karl Marx has published the Communist Manifesto, which has led to workers in Sardinia Piedmont to found a party dedicated to advancing the agenda laid out therein. They call themselves socialists and believe in a land ruled by the workers, where the workers control the means of production. Equality, justice, solidarity, and democracy are other vital points in their socialist ideologies. Okay, well, it looks like we are responsible for the rise of socialism, considering the amount of state capitalism I've encouraged in this nation. That's not that big of a surprise. And I'm okay with it. You know, we made the front page news, of course, in Sardinian newspapers. But hey, that's not bad. And I'm okay with it. If we go socialist, that's fine. As long as we get to keep control of production in the hands of the government, i.e. the people, then we should be doing A-okay in my books. Anyway. And yeah, it's just really just taking time. We could take a look at the liberals that we've got. Suffrage movement, Ossidian, whatever liberals and Haitians. Speaking of, I guess, yeah, this is the other thing that I could look at, is expanding into the Americas. Although, why am I thinking about expanding into the Americas when I know exactly where we need to expand into? Threats to the modern world are many: communism, fascism, tyranny in all forms. Initiate closer to, yeah, sure, let's, Empire of Brazil? Sure, why not? In the meantime, we have no transport ships down here, so we are gonna need, what do we need? About 5? So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, select the second army, we can, what? South America. Empire of Brazil. I mean, we might as well get some points in there if we can increase the opinion. Who else? Cordial. So there we go. Yeah, we're ahead of the US, so we might as well see if we can't get Brazil in our sphere. I'd be okay with that. Kind of spreading our diplomatic points thin, but that's okay. We can handle it. Go ahead, get on your boats, and set sail for Calabar. In the meantime, we'll go to you and justify a war of establishing a protectorate. 15. Well, what is our maximum? 25. It's gonna be close. Well, we can do it. We can do it. Establish protectorate. Proceed. I would imagine that's gonna pop up sooner than later, knowing my luck. And probably 14.3 infamy. That is a lot. But that's not bad. I mean, it could have been, well, not really worse, but things could be much worse. At least we waited. I knew it was the right thing to do. Not by speeches and votes of the majority are the great questions of the time decided, but by iron and blood. We will forget about some things. We don't need to dig that deep. Or greedily, really. Well, in a rather embarrassing blunder, several of our soldiers in the uniform of Luango have been caught while trying to sneak across the border. That's ridiculous. We would never do such a thing. Sneaking across the border. Come on. Obviously, it's probably Spanish. Honduran nationalists, eh? Oh, okay. Well, these guys, there are a lot of them. And it looks like they'll have a fairly easy time wiping out my current forces there. So let's see if we can't get some reinforcements in from Haiti. And I'm impressed those guys didn't rise up, honestly. My god, there's a lot of them. Empire of Mexico, too? No, they're North American, right? There we go. We can dump some points in. We're about the only great power they're not hostile or opposed to, so we might as well try and build some favor with them. What do we got? A demonstration by Central American citizens in San Pedro Sula quickly got out of hand as Piedmontine soldiers shot into the crowd to disperse it. A riot ensued and several protesters were slain. Throughout Honduras, the reaction has been one of outrage, and there is an effort by some Central American malcontents to draw the attention of the world. Just one more example of Sardinia Piedmont's disregard for peace and civilized behavior, or so they'll say. I don't want to lose any more prestige than we have to, so we're gonna suppress this and get a terrorist cell. Because that's a good thing. Right, let's unpause the game so the ships can actually arrive. And taking a look... Not a bad leader, although that hits morale. This guy... Innocenzio Zuppelli! You're my man. I mean, we've got enough to take them. I don't know about them. We might need to get reinforcements. Unfortunately... Yeah, if we bring the regulars in, that should give us enough troops. Death of the Sultan. Such things happen. A royal wedding. Let's make it so. A royal wedding between the Pope and us. I like it. Okay, good. So we did get some sort of victory there, but unfortunately, they've got a very large military. We will round up the usual suspects again. We can't really afford to lose much in the way of prestige. And we'll get our defensive forces set up in Puerto Lempiria here. Hopefully that fort will do something to our defenses. But this is ridiculous. They've even got cannons. This is insane. We're not going to be able to fight this revolution off. Certainly not in the piecemeal fashion that we are forced to do currently. Where's my other fleet? They're coming. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not liking this this Honduran revolution. But we can fight it off. Maybe. We've certainly lost quite a lot of troops. We need those guys to reform, but at least once the regulars show up, we'll have some artillery, we'll have some horses, we'll have an actual real military, which we need in North America. Those troops are not going to get there soon enough. Oh, crap, we don't have enough transports, do we? How many have we got? 3? Okay, well then, we're going to save as many regulars as we can. And those guys, there we go. Select you guys, get on your boats, and go into Port-au-Prince. And those guys, yeah, these guys will just, you know, fight a rear guard action while the rest of the forces show up. Okay, maybe we will be able to pull this off. Get to the Mosquito Coast. It looks like we've got the war declaration now, which, you know, would be great. Except we're kind of indisposed at the moment. All right, what are they sending in? Quite a lot of troops. Let's see if we will be able to assist, and I think we will. Whoa, that's not what I wanted. Although now everybody's coming in for the fun. And we don't really have a good place for anybody to retreat to. But our cannons should be doing some good killing. And we are getting better rolls. We could turn this around. Perfect. Let's go ahead and get nationalism and imperialism. Start that show. And we can conduct a census. It seems like a good idea. Gain 10.5 prestige? Okay. That'll help us out. A lot. Alright, now we've got the rebels kind of on the back foot. We will take our first fleet and send them over here. And get the invasion of Luongo on the go with the African troops. And hopefully there'll be enough. I don't think the military of Luongo is going to be all that massive. I hope not. Come on, guys. Everybody's got to show up at the same time for this to work. Now we got victory in the bag. Perfect. And honestly, I mean, we've got enough troops kicking around here now that we could probably take on the rebels with just the North American forces. Our delegation has gone to the World's Fair in the Two Sicilies. I don't like that it's in the Two Sicilies. But what can you do? Sometimes you just gotta roll with it. Hopefully we upstage them and they have a bad time of it. That's really the best we can hope for. Merge you guys back together. Respectable. That's good. And some more prestige. We'll take it. Hell no, we won't go. One of our states has seen a surge in socialist agitation during the past few months since the forming of a labor union at one of the local workshops. I will not turn the arms of our soldiers against the people. I think we've learned in Honduras what happens when, you know, you do that. It's not a good time. We'll get there soon. Crop rotation, that's a good thing to have. Prices on steamer convoys are rising. That should be a sign to any and all capitalists out there in the world. Perhaps now would be a good time to start producing them. We're going to have to declare war on these guys as quick as we can. Establish protectorate. Will any allies join us? Not that it really matters. But we'll go ahead and do that just to get the war going. And as soon as the first fleet arrives, we'll be able to load up and get on the go. Saloons are becoming a problem. That is too bad. I'm not about to take the ability of my people to drink away from them, though. It's just cruel and unusual punishment. What do we got? You really think 7,000 people are going to be able to take on that force? I'm glad you're splitting your forces. That makes my life all the more easy. Yeah, we got that no problem. Even though they've got artillery, we've got the better troops. And the better leadership, which is really all that matters. And then the second army can come into Kamayuga and give the rebels just a little bit more hell. And who have we got leading this? He's okay. Again, the hit to morale is never something that I'm all that pleased with, but sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. And come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. What have we got? 12,000 troops. And we got 15,000. I think we'll land them here and then walk them in. I think that'll be better organization-wise. But I could be mistaken in that. Stranger things have happened. Okay, good. Scientific forestry. Well, doesn't that sound complicated? There we go. March them in. And thanks to the mobile artillery, we should have enough of a military advantage here, enough of a firepower advantage to just sweep in and take everything. Take it all. What do we got? Most people are supportive of full citizenship. Which, you know, I'd be concerned if it got the radicalists. I'd be okay with the socialists. And most people are going for the Moderati Party. So, limited citizenship should be the guiding principle. We can throw some more points into the Empire of Brazil, which I think would be a good idea. Increase that opinion. Now they're friendly. That's good. Friendly's good. Oh, that's not good. The battle is shifting. Nah, it's shifted back in our favor. Excellent. Let's go check on the revolution. We're cleaning that up just fine. We got a victory in the Luango there. Things are turning up. Perfect. Let the debate take its own course. I really don't care. And we'll get you guys... Yes, you guys moving that way. Looks like we got some rebels who decided to pop up. That unit finally turned. But unsurprisingly, their friends didn't want to fight them. The regulars are headed back, so we could... What have we got? Most people are moralist. So, let the people have their faith. I'm not gonna interfere, again, with what people want. But, you know, if we can shift it to atheism, I wouldn't complain. Patriots and pacifists are fighting in the townhouse, using words to hurt and kill their enemies. A long since dead and buried dispute between Sardinia, Piedmont, and its neighbor has once again shown its ugly head. Patriots wish to invade the country, while pacifists believe that there are other ways to resolve the disputes. Well, we're patriots and we're gonna fight for our country. And by fighting for our country, I mean aggressively expand it. We might as well get these guys headed back to pick up the regulars. I think our North American forces can take care of things just fine. No new troops, and that's okay. Free trade could be, yeah, I mean, most people enjoy this 100%, like free trade, and only, you know, 0.6% want protectionism, so it's the path to prosperity, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's taken forever. We need the regulars in there just to speed up the occupation time. And it may not be the best idea in the world, but I think I'm going to leave most of my forces in Honduras, seeing as how, you know, Haiti seems to be going along just fine. Hispaniola, sorry, seems to be going along relatively okay. What do we want? Let's see. Minorities in Piemonte have gradually lifted themselves out of poverty and into the middle classes. They have started their own sports organizations, newspapers, and religious centers. A particularly racist and sharply divided town in Piedmont has voted in a series of laws that effectively bans a large minority's most important cultural festival. The laws probably would not have garnered enough votes if cultural minorities were allowed to vote. The debate about spreading full citizenship to minorities is raging among the state's newspapers, and those in favor of full citizenship seem to be gaining the most sympathy. To stop this, we don't want to stop this. That's fine. Let the debate take its course. We don't need to start locking up minorities just because people don't like them. Let's be smart about this. It's taken you guys forever to get there. I'd love to get some steamer ships going. One day. The communism agenda. We need a free society where no one is considered to be superior, no one is left behind, and where mankind is free from oppression and scarcity. We need a society without a government, without class divisions, and where the workers control the means of production. And the white man's burden. So, min life rating is a boost. That's good. Laborers petition the government. I guess we could nationalize the mine, which should get people more in favor of state capitalism. In my head, anyway. Can we start colonizing? Not yet. But we are getting close. We are getting close. Once we get nationalism and imperialism and the requisite technologies, we can start spreading our blue paint across the map of Africa. Let the people have their faith. No need to step on those toes at the moment. Especially not while we're fighting, you know, for equal rights for everyone in the nation. That does look like we'll be able to get another military unit built here. We could even get some artillery. That might not be a bad idea. Get some guns in the Americas. That'll do their job. Man, that revolution really slowed things down. But we fought through it, and that's good. Military spending, we need to upgrade their weapons, and I'm taking a look at this. It looks like we can probably do to cut some taxes. Maybe not. I'd like to cut the taxes on the poor. But, if my understanding of the way taxation works correctly, it does it in blocks of 10, so moving it to, like, you know, 61 won't be effective. We've got to move it to 59 for there to be any real change, other than we just lose less money. So, you know, I'm not really much of a min-maxer, but that is something I have picked up over the course of playing. If my understanding is correct, it could be totally wrong. State capitalism, yes. More state capitalists. Although with socialists and communists now, who knows? Who knows? And weighted universal. Well, state capitalism is the driving factor. Conservatives and reactionaries, so, you know, interventionism, I guess that's okay. I'd still like to be able to build factories, but you can't have it all. Slowly getting there, guys. I realize you've taken quite a tour of the world. Oh, look at that. We've got the Confederacy out. It looks like they're making some good gains in the American West, but unfortunate for them, their main manufacturing center has been hit, and it looks like they're coming in through Texas too. So I don't think we'll see the Confederacy successful in this case. No, conservatives declare a victory. That is true. I just want to see the current wars. And yeah, there is no foreign support for the Confederacy, so chances are the US will just do its thing and be victorious. I'm assuming this is a dispatch. Has arrived from our attaché in Hawaii, detailing the tragedy of a sailor in our merchant marine. Apparently the sailor killed a local in a scuffle during an extended shore leave in any province. Despite pressures from our diplomatic mission, he was later tried and executed according to Hawaiian laws. While we mourn his passing, we should also take some time to consider what we should do about this grave and serious insult to our national honor. Well, I don't want to lose prestige, and I've got no real desire to go to war against Hawaii, but I'll take a free cause belli against them. Why not? See if we can get... Oh, no, we would need to put those guys in a port. So let's just take you into Port-au-Prince and repair up the Clippers, because they're looking a little bit shoddy. And to be honest, I mean, this war is going to take forever. But it's just basically an occupation war now, and it can take as long as it needs to for us to gain what we need. And the last thing I want is to wind up losing clipper ships while we're sitting around not doing anything. We are going to build some artillery. And the reason I'm basing things here is because this is where the naval base is. I think I'm going to make this my quote-unquote colonial capital. San Pedro Sula, just because, really, out of everything, the naval base is one of the most important things we can have. Same as Port-au-Prince, so we might as well build a fort there, start getting some defenses up. Looks like we're expanding a regular clothes factory. I should take a look at this. Okay, expanding, that is just fine. But I don't think we need a glass factory in Hispaniola. We will shut that down. What we could do is expand the cigar factory, actually. If we're getting that close, we could definitely expand it. And I am thinking that this sugar refinery might be kind of worthless. It does give us an efficiency boost, as you can see. The average infrastructure in the state at 4% and 30% bonus from having a sugar refinery in Honduras or producing sugar. I don't think Honduras is producing sugar, is it? Tobacco. Oh, it is producing sugar. So, yeah, we can absolutely close that factory down, and we should still be getting that bonus. Yeah, if we set up a glass factory, then we'd be getting some more bonuses, but we don't have the population to justify 2 factories in Honduras yet. Notice I say yet. I'm hoping all this encouraging of migration is gonna pay off when it comes to, you know, people working in the factories. That would be nice. Let's go. Come on. There we go. Moving on. And how are the fleets looking? Getting better. We'll see how things are going once we hit June. Well, not as much repairing as I would have liked. And let's just check. Are steamer convoys actually being produced by anybody? No. Come on, Great Britain. See, the problem is the AI in this game has a hard-on for wooden ships. And we don't really need wooden ships at the moment. Whistle stop tour, let's gain some more prestige. We had a battle there. Not really a problem, but we are starting to really take some losses on those units. So, now that we've hit July, how are the ships looking? They're looking a little bit better. We will send them straight in. And then back up into Calabar here for some repairs, which we can in fact expand that naval base, which would be a good idea. Now I'm hoping this episode is going to run a little bit longer. More or less support the war effort. Rest actually. We'll take the war exhaustion reduction. I'm hoping a few things will happen here. 1, we'll get our colony in Luango. 2, we'll be able to form Italy and really make this episode worthwhile. So yeah, it's going to run a little bit longer. Hope you guys don't mind. If you do, I'm sure you'll let me know in the comments. Soon we'll be able to start expanding in Africa. 2 Sicilies, add them to our sphere. Perfect. So that should be all of Italy in our sphere. You know, except for the Papal States, which if we have to, we can, you know, do some things. Anyway, the Valley of the Kings. We might as well do that. Excavation rights in Egypt. Excellent. I like that. Dreams of empire. We not only dream of an empire to span the world, but also of a cultural empire. Our people stand as civilized beings, and it is our imperative to bestow the gift of our knowledge upon others. Let the world know of our desires, for we shall find a place of prominence within it. Yeah, okay. That seems just fine. I'm fine having dreams of doing that. Now we just need to be at peace. So once we secure our colony, We should be set. We've also got another national focus to have to worry about, which is insane. And now we need to really figure some of this stuff out. Maybe market structure would be a good idea. Tax efficiency, scientific. Our industry could probably use it. Really. We are producing iron and other things, but mechanical production itself might not be a bad idea. So let's go ahead and do that. Get some industry tech rolling. And now I need to figure out yet another thing to do here. Piedmonte and Emilia. No, you're all Italian. We can't convince people to go, well, we are going to need clergy soon for our new lands. So in the meantime, let's go to Savoy, maybe, and just do some clergy there. How's that going to look? Yeah, we need the boost in Savoy. Recently, the international community has become increasingly aware of the so-called plight of the poor, oppressed people in Honduras. It is claimed we have long oppressed them, and that they long to be free from our benevolent rule. We will, of course, brook no interference in our rule of Honduras. Of course not. We cannot afford to lose that prestige, so we'll just gain a little bit of flashpoint tension. And it is going down. So that's just fine. We're getting a little bit more out of the colonial prestige game, which is good once we can get some colonies going. Of course, we are getting colonies on the go with our advance into Africa. And we should be able to take on the last bit of this army, their morale and organization, and basically this green bar that means healthy good things is pretty low. Saying that, you know, like our strength, it's not the best. This marching around has caused some issues. Where's the first fleet? It'll be here soon. We can probably wait it out. Let these guys recoup their losses just a little bit. If they want to hit us, we'll be on the defensive. Mother, father says they've got new tools in the mine. Excellent. Mechanized mining. That sounds superb. No more picking at the walls and mine shafts with, you know, picks. In fact, we can probably just send those guys straight in and send these guys over there. Get some rest by the seaside, gentlemen. You've earned it. Making things a much better place. For Sergeant E. Piedmont, anyway. Upper House getting reorganized. Those anarcho-liberals, I'm worried about them. No question about that. When are you guys gone? 21st of January? So maybe we will move you back and then send you guys up into Jambala. Just to, or at least protect Madingao there from being attacked by them. Drunken riots in Genoa. That's okay. That cigar factory's almost done. That's good. Hispaniola really seems to be doing quite well. Let's check on this model colony. Well, I guess it's not even a colony. It really is a state. Same as Honduras. But the people here, they don't mind. 10% North Italian, too. So, you know, people are converting. We got some French people in there. That's good. We got some South Germans. So, Central Americans, we've got a lot of people coming in. That's all good news. And, yeah, the Confederacy looks like it's about to really give up the ghost. It's alright, though. Oh, come along now. We've pretty much got this in the bag. I don't think... Oops, that's not what I want. I want Diplomacy. I don't think we've got... Yeah, we're going to have to, obviously, conquer all 3 areas. That's okay, though. We'll make do. We got this. It's not bad. Mechanical production is done. That's great. I'm really tempted to go for some more railroads. We don't really need much in the way of these, although the Radar Group Doctrine, getting more naval bases, wouldn't be a bad thing. However, probably strategic mobility would be a good idea, just to get our forts up and get us a bit of a defensive bonus in our colonial important provinces. Anyway, that should be enough. Propose peace. Annex you. That's wonderful. We're set. We've made peace. Let's do... We could organize the Congo. We'll take a look at that in a moment. But right now, the time has come to call upon the Italian people to rise up and unite under a common banner. Let's do it. This is one of the PDM things. We should organize the African colonies to better reflect both a local structure as well as to set up possibilities for autonomous rule, dominated, naturally, by our benevolent colonial administrators. At peace, have invented nationalism and imperialism, and own a piece of land. We will get 5 prestige, a new name, and other things will happen. There we go. So let's take a look. In Piedmontian Congo, we got Brazzaville? There we go. Now, does this mean we've got, claims on the real Congo? Doesn't look like it. But still, Piedmontian Congo, and that's looking pretty awesome. Might want to take a look at the whole slavery issue, because I'm fairly certain that that's outlawed. We'll get that sorted soon enough, though. At the very least, we've got that lovely colonial state, which is good. Then it's just really a matter of starting the colonial game. And obviously, step 1 would be to bring both of these guys together to connect them up. That is going to cause some issues with the Spanish, I would imagine, but hopefully we'll be able to get our life rating up 5 more measly points. I think we just need 1 more. Yeah, we just need indigenous garrisoning or the Dark Continent. One of the 2 will get us there. The Blight of 1864. Spare no effort. Wonderful. Those ships will repair better back home. It may not be true, but I'm going to pretend it is. In the meantime, we should take a look and see what kind of native troops we can raise here. If any, we got 2 more. So really, 2 of those. Come on, 2 of those would be a very good idea. And we'll actually set them up there, and we'll start on a naval base there as well. Glorious. Now, the Call to Union did fire, but I'm seeing that, not much has really come of it. Our workers must be kept safe. Let's just see. If we take a look at decisions, I guess, yeah, we need everybody in. Oh, we could officially recognize that, but doesn't look like that's really going to do anything to help us. So, that's something to consider. But, yeah, I'm guessing it's just going to be, decisions in these 2 nations. Can we get an alliance with you now that you're in our sphere? Form alliance. Insufficient relations. Well, then increase those relations up to 100. They're in our sphere. That should be sufficient enough. I saw a 5% boost. Not at all what I thought it would be. Damn. What about up in here? Nothing yet? No. We just gotta wait. Just gotta wait. We'll re-examine the quota limit. Why not? Sardinia, Piedmont has become the center of Italian nationalism. It's people calling out for unification. Italian flags are flying in the streets of Turin. We must decide if we wish to support this call and bring all of Italy peacefully under our banner. If we refuse, our people will be upset. It's unlikely the opportunity will rise again. I don't know why you would ever refuse it, but we will take it. Look at that. Ha ha! Well, and we're in 6th place now. I like that. The Italian irredentist movement strove for the transfer to the Kingdom of Italy of all territories in the immediate vicinity of the kingdom, which were largely or partly seen as populated by ethnic Italians. Not only did this include claims to Austrian lands in Italy proper, but it also meant territorial ambitions further into Dalmatia and Austria. So we'll gain a bunch of cores. That seems like a very good idea. I like that. Because now we should be able to start getting a flashpoint tension going in there. And we take a look. Suck on it, Bavaria. You will never, ever catch us. Ever again. Well, we've got the opportunity. Let's take a look at the shoddy state of Italian industry. And it's honestly not as bad as I thought it would be. Let's see. We've got the steel mill in Emilia, which is good. We don't need that winery, and we don't need that ammunition factory. We're good there. Campania, they need something going on. And, yeah, that'll have to get sorted through. What else have we got? It looks like Italian Sicily has quite a few out-of-work people. And, wow, Puglia has tons of out-of-work people. We got some projects going on. Alright, we will have to get that sorted in the next episode. But ladies and gentlemen, look at that beautiful green. Italy, Italian Sokoto. That will say Italian Congo at some point. As, you know, other places. Things are looking up and up. We've finally formed Italy. And now the title of the series makes sense. I'm not going to change the save name, though. For, you know, obvious reasons. Anyway. Thumbs up if you have enjoyed this video. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, jokes, musings, what have you below. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.